Hey y'all. So today I'm retwisting my husband's hair and I just thought I'd show you guys how I do it. This is what we're starting on. This is freshly washed. It's been like this for a few days because I haven't been able to get to it, but it's dry, so I'm just gonna have to resaturate it to start. I'm amazed at how much it's grown since I first started doing it. So normally I use some sort of braiding gel. I've been using this kaleidoscope so slick. I've been liking this the best thus far. Then I'll use some sort of moisturizing spray, leave-in conditioner. Right now I'm using this Cantu Avocado Hydrating Refresher Spray. It's not my favorite, but it's what I had. I use a rat tail comb and a crochet tool and rubber bands. And you also need a good show to watch. I'm watching Silo on Apple TV. It just makes the time go by much faster. So I already did the first row, so you can kind of see what I'm working with. So for this next row, I just saturate it mainly towards the scalp. That way I can make the parts nice and neat. Sometimes it's kind of tangled, so a hydrating spray kind of helps with that as well. Just helps me get everything separated. And separating and parting takes the longest, so I'd prefer to do it after it was just washed because it'll be a lot easier if the hair is just like fully saturated already. But that wasn't the case, so I just do this. Then I'll add a little bit of edge control just around the parts just to kind of lay everything down and get everything started to looking nice and neat. I use this little brush a lot just to kind of smooth everything down. I even brush the length of the locks just to smooth it out because as you see he has pretty thick hair. Sometimes there's some kinks that we can smooth out, so I like to do that. So here I just start twisting the hair from the base. I've already added the edge control and I just add it going down as needed as well as water. Kind of twisting and rolling at the same time. I'm using my index finger and thumb to kind of roll it. And then I palm roll at the very end just to make sure everything is just as neat as possible. I do use quite a bit of product as far as like the braiding gel because I just want to make sure that it has a nice hold. That way the style lasts longer. Here I'm using this Locs crochet tool. It really just like mends the hair together. Any like sparse hairs that are sticking out, it just cleans it up a bit. So just want to be gentle when using this. It's not really necessary. I mean, the palm rolling is more than enough. But he has pretty thick hair, so sometimes he does have like some loose hairs that I just want to put back into place. And this may also help if you're having trouble with the locks locking, like if you're like interlocking the hair. This may help. I don't know. I'm not a professional, but this is just what I've been doing to help my husband out with his hair. So the key is make sure the hair is nice and saturated. Use a generous amount of product. And what I like about this kaleidoscope so Dev braiding gel is that it doesn't leave any residue. So I had that problem with a lot of other braiding gels. It doesn't seem to be the case with this one, and I use a lot of like like the spray leave-in conditioners in conjunction with it, and I still don't have any flakes, cast, or anything like that. Here I'm using the crochet tool again. Sometimes I have to kind of control myself because I try to like make it perfect and make sure every little hair is in and the lock is as tight as can be, but that's just not realistic. And for the most part, the way he likes his locks, he doesn't really care for it to look perfect, and it just takes a long time to do the style in general, so that just adds to it by trying to get perfection. So I have to stop myself at a certain point. So now I pretty much got the second row done, and he's already falling asleep. Look, his head is leaning. He don't hold a good head already. I know you see how I have to kind of like mush his head, like, hey, wake up, hold your head. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like, wake up. You have to hold your head steady. Like, he's like, can I lay down and you do my hair? No, sit up. I'm probably gonna try to film this again because I wasn't able to get the best angles, lighting, nothing, because my phone was tripping. It keeps saying I don't have storage, and I just paid for the 1 TB. How do I not have storage? Like, what's really going on? I deleted a bunch of pics, videos. As soon as I record, out of storage. Like, I'm not buying a new phone. I think that's really what Apple wants. Who am I kidding? I probably will buy a new phone. I still got a 12 Pro Max, so I think I'm a little past due anyways. But yeah, anyway, so as far as the clip placement, I like to put it close to where like the loose part of the hair and the locked part of the hair meet. You want to have a pretty good grip when you start twisting towards the scalp or the base, whatever you want to call it, and make sure you get that as tight as possible. Not to where it's uncomfortable, but just so it's like not loose and it looks neat. This is probably the best shot that I got of like a clear example of what I do. So I saturated, lay the gel down, and then I start twisting as close to the scalp as I can. Nice grip. Then I hold it between like the index finger and the thumb, and that's where I kind of finger roll it. Then I interlock any like loose hairs while twisting, and then I palm roll at the end. I don't think I got that on this shot, but yeah. And this is pretty much it. The next clip after this is going to be the next day, because you see he can barely keep his eyes open, and I ain't got time because, oh. But yeah, so before he went to sleep, I just went ahead and two-stranded it because I figured it would last longer. And I'll show you how to do that. When you two-strand, it takes much less time because you don't have to really worry about the perfection of like each lock and all that. You really don't have to do any of that interlocking or really too much twisting or palm rolling towards the length of the hair if you don't want to, because it's going to be two-strand and you're not going to be able to tell. So if you want to do something quick, I would recommend this because you really just have to worry about the root of the hair. And y'all, look, he's still falling asleep. Like, as soon as I touch his hair, he just thinks that that's time to go to sleep. Like, no, wake up. So yeah, here you only have to really worry about the loose part of the lock. So I just finger roll, twist and twist. And then grab both of them and two-strand twist. much quicker. Sometimes I go down the length of the lock, even though I'm two stranding, just to make sure I'm keeping up like the integrity of it. They don't get too scraggly. That way, when I don't two strand them, they still look good. Cause sometimes, like after he wears the style, he'll take it down and his hair will be like wavy. Well, his locks will be wavy from the two strand, so then he can wear that for like maybe another couple days. So that's why sometimes it's important to do the lock throughout the length. But if you don't have the time, or if whoever's hair you're doing is falling asleep and not holding their head, you just gotta hurry up and get it done. Because at this point, this is day 2, and that's really ridiculous. And this style will last him at least 3 weeks, at the very least. But yeah, like I said, I'm not a professional, but this is what I've been doing and it's been working so far. So if you want to save some coins sometimes and not have to go to a professional or salon, you're in a crunch. This is what I do. But the professionals, they ain't gonna miss no coins because who wants to do this all the time? Like, not me, because it's very time consuming. He obviously is sleepy, and I obviously don't go fast enough. But like I said, I ain't no professional. And the way my back is set up, I just be wanting to give up and go sit on my heating pad. They ain't gonna lose their coins. So this is just sometimes if you can't make it, just do this. Oh, I forgot to mention I'm securing the ends with the rubber band, just in case you didn't notice. And look at me, still palm rolling and all that when I said it's not necessary because I'm too stranding, but I didn't go into as much detail. Question: has anybody ever done locks with just pure shea butter? I kind of want to try that and see how that works, but I'm kind of scared that it may have like a white cast or it may not have as good of a hold. But once I get my hands on some, I think I want to try it. Just something all natural since this is a style that he wears a lot. I may try and update y'all. I was finally able to finish, and these are the final results. I think it came out pretty good. Save myself some coins. This was a pretty long video, so if you stuck it out to the end or even fast forwarded to the end, thank you. Y'all, this took me some time, so y'all gonna get quite a few aftershocks. So hang in there, you're almost done. Thanks for watching. Toodles. Bye.